Chapter number 4, Moving Charges and Magnetism. Now, in previous chapters, we discussed about static charges, and we know that due to static charges, electric field will be produced. We know the formula of electric field E is equals to kq by r square. And if there is an electric field, then there will be a force is there, and we know the equation of force F is equals to QE, right? So we already know this concept. Due to the static charges, electric field will be produced, and we know the formula of electric field E is equals to kq upon r square, and in vector form we can write that vector E is equals to kq upon r square into r cap, right? And if there is electric field, then force will be there, so F is equals to QE, right? We already discussed this in chapter number 1. Due to static charge, electric field produced. We know that electric field E is equals to kq by r square. And if electric field will be there, then force occurs. So we know that F is equals to QE, right? Now, this is about static charges. Now we discuss about moving charge. So we know that what is current? So current is the flow of charge. So if charge will be flow, or we can say charges are in motion, so current will be there, right? So we will discuss about Oersted observation about this thing, right? So first of all, we will discuss about Oersted's observation, right? Now, what is the observation of Oersted? So Oersted done some experiment, and he conclude that moving charges produce magnetic field. So Oersted proves this: moving charges produce magnetic field. How? So see here. Oersted take one conducting wire like this. Then he connect this conducting wire with battery and key like this. This is battery B and this is key K. Right. So Oersted takes one conducting wire and he connect this conducting wire with battery and key, and he place magnetic needle like this. So this is the magnetic needle. So Oersted takes one conducting wire, he connect this conducting wire with battery and key, and he place magnetic needle near to this conducting wire. Now we switch on this key like this. So Oersted switch on this key. Now we know that if this key is switch on, or we can say if this key is closed, then current will be flow from positive to negative. So as this current pass through this conducting wire, so there is a deflection in magnetic needle like this. So in first case, magnetic needle is like this, vertical, and in second case, as this switch is on, or we can say current will be flow, there will be a deflection in magnetic needle, and the magnetic needle is observation. As the current flow, there will be a deflection in magnetic needle. So from this, he conclude that moving charges produce the magnetic field. So he proved that moving charges produce magnetic field, right? So from this experiment, he proved that moving charges produce magnetic field. Once again, what is the Oersted observation? So Oersted takes one conducting wire and connect with battery and key, and he place magnetic needle like this. Now he switch on the key, so there will be a flow of current. So as the current flow through the conducting wire, there will be a deflection in this magnetic needle. So from this he proved that due to this deflection, magnetic field will be there. So we proved that moving charges produce magnetic field, right? So this is Oersted's observation about the moving charges, and he conclude that moving charges produce the magnetic field, right? Now we denoted this electric field by E. Now this magnetic field will be denoted like capital B, right? So the symbol of magnetic field is capital B, and this magnetic field is vector quantity. So we denoted magnetic field by vector B, right? So the symbol of magnetic field is B, and we know that the magnetic field will be a vector quantity, right? So this is about the experiment of Oersted. Now we will discuss about other experiment. So there is a conducting wire, and this conducting wire is placed like this inside the plane, and in second case it is placed outside the plane, or we can say the current will be inside and outside. So you have to remember, friends, when the current will be in outward direction, then this is denoted by dot. So if the direction is outward, then this direction is denoted by dot, and if the current is inward, so it is denoted by cross. So in this chapter, outward direction is denoted by dot, and inward direction is denoted by cross. Now here we take one conducting wire, and the direction of current is outward like this from the plane, or we can say from this plane. So if the direction of current is outward, then it is denoted by dot. Now if you put the magnetic needle around this conducting wire, then the magnetic needle arranged like this. This is the N pole, like this. N pole will be like this. Right. So if we take one conducting wire, and if the direction of current is outward, then the magnetic needle will be placed like this, and if the direction of current is inward, then the magnetic needle will be like this. फ्रेंड्स प्रोसेस शू थशे तो આપણે એક કંડક્ટિંગ વાયર લઈએ એ કંડક્ટિંગ વાયરમાં જો કરંટની ડાયરેક્શન આઉટવર્ડ હોય તો આપણે એને ડોટ સાથે ડિફાઇન કરીશું. હવે આવી કન્ડિશન છે જુઓ ફ્રેન્ડ્સ, આપણે જે કંડક્ટિંગ વાયર છે એને પ્લેનની પરપેન્ડિક્યુલર એડજસ્ટ કરીશું એટલે આ રીતના એડજસ્ટ થઈ ગયું. હવે જે કરંટની ડાયરેક્શન છે, કરંટની ડાયરેક્શન કેવી છે ફ્રેન્ડ્સ? આઉટવર્ડ. એટલે આ બ્લેક છે એ સાઈડ આવશે, આમ આઉટવર્ડ ડાયરેક્શન તમારી સાઈડ. હવે જો તમે નીડલને ગોઠવો રાઈટ, તો જ્યારે કરંટ પાસ થાય છે એ પછી જે નીડલ્સ છે મેગ્નેટિક નીડલ્સ એ આ રીતના એરેન્જ થઈ જશે રાઈટ. જે અમે શેડ કર્યો છે એ નોર્થ પોલ થશે અને જે અધર સાઈડ છે સાઉથ પોલ. સેકન્ડ કેસમાં જ્યારે કરંટની ડાયરેક્શન ઇનવર્ડ થશે એટલે આ બ્લેક છે, બ્લેક ઇનવર્ડ ડાયરેક્શન આ રીતના, ત્યારે જે નીડલ્સ છે મેગ્નેટિક નીડલ્સ એ આ રીતના એરેન્જ થશે રાઈટ. તો આ જે વસ્તુ છે એ પ્રેક્ટિકલી છે, તો આપણે આ જે પ્રેક્ટિકલી છે એને ડાયરેક્ટ આપણે યાદ રાખીશું કે જો આઉટવર્ડ ડાયરેક્શન હોય તો આઉટવર્ડ ડાયરેક્શનને તમે ડોટ સાથે ડિફાઇન કરશો અને જ્યારે કરંટ આઉટવર્ડ ડાયરેક્શનમાં હોય ત્યારે નીડલ્સ આ રીતના એરેન્જ થશે. નેક્સ્ટ કેસ જ્યારે ઇનવર્ડ ડાયરેક્શનમાં હશે, ઇનવર્ડ ડાયરેક્શનમાં તમે ક્રોસ સાથે ડિફાઇન કરશો અને જ્યારે ઇનવર્ડ ડાયરેક્શનમાં કરંટ હોય ત્યારે નીડલ્સ આ રીતના એરેન્જ થશે. તો આ જે છે પ્રેક્ટિકલી છે, એક્સપેરિમેન્ટ કરેલો છે, એનું કન્ક્લુઝન છે, તો આપણે આ યાદ રાખીશું. થર્ડ પ્રેક્ટિકલ શું છે? તો થર્ડ પ્રેક્ટિકલમાં જે કંડક્ટિંગ રોડ હતો એ કંડક્ટિંગ રોડમાં કરંટની ડાયરેક્શન આઉટવર્ડ છે અને આપણે શું કરીએ છીએ કે જ્યારે આ કંડક્ટિંગ રોડ આગળ તમે આયન ઓર એટલે આયનનો ભૂક્કો રાખો ત્યારે એ જે આયન બોલ છે એ આ રીતના ડિસ્ટ્રીબ્યુટ થઈ જશે સર્ક્યુલર ફોર્મમાં રાઈટ. તો આ બધા છે ત્રણેય શેની વાત કરી દીધી? પ્રેક્ટિકલ. કે જ્યારે કંડક્ટિંગ વાયર છે એ કંડક્ટિંગ વાયરને તમે પ્લેનની પરપેન્ડિક્યુલર રાખશો અને એમાં જો કરંટની ડાયરેક્શન આઉટવર્ડ હોય તો નીડલ્સ આ રીતના એરેન્જ થશે. જો કરંટની ડાયરેક્શન ઇનવર્ડ હોય તો મેગ્નેટિક નીડલ્સ આ રીતના જે ફિગર 2 છે એ ફિગર 2 ની રીતના એરેન્જ થશે. અને થર્ડ કેસ જ્યારે કંડક્ટિંગ વાયર તમે પ્લેનની પરપેન્ડિક્યુલર રાખશો અને એની સાઈડ તમે જ્યારે આયન ઓર સ્પ્રેડ કરશો ત્યારે એ આ રીતના ડિસ્ટ્રીબ્યુટ થશે રાઈટ. તો આ આપણે જે વાત કરી દીધી એ શું છે? એક્સપેરિમેન્ટ ફ્રેન્ડ્સ ત્રણે. તો આ જે એક્સપેરિમેન્ટ છે એ એક્સપેરિમેન્ટના કન્ક્લુઝન તમારે યાદ રાખવાના રહેશે રાઈટ. તો this is the discussion about the experiment and you have to remember this: if the direction of current is outward then it is denoted by dot, if the direction is inward then it will be denoted by cross right. પ્રેક્ટિકલ તમે નહીં યાદ રાખો તો પણ ચાલશે. આ જે બે પ્રેક્ટિકલ છે પણ તમને આટલી ખબર હોવી જોઈએ કે જો કરંટની ડાયરેક્શન આઉટવર્ડ હોય તો એને તમે ડોટ સાથે ડિફાઇન કરશો અને જો ઇનવર્ડ હોય તો તમે એને ક્રોસ સાથે ડિફાઇન કરશો રાઈટ. હવે એક પોઈન્ટ છે એ તમારે યાદ રાખવાનો કે if we take small current element IDL, small current element IDL, and if we place this small current element in magnetic field, friends, when we take small current element IDL, and if we place this small current element IDL in magnetic field B, then force will be given by dF is equals to IDL cross B. Right? So you have to remember this equation. When small current element is placed in magnetic field, then force will be given by dF is equals to IDL cross B. You have to remember this formula, friends. Right? Now, the question will be like this. Prove F is equals to Q into V cross B. Right? Or we can, the question will be also like this. Prove the formula of force on a moving charge. So the formula will be like this. F is equals to Q into V cross B. Right? So this is the question will be asked in 2 or 3 marks. I repeat once again. Prove F is equals to Q into V cross B, or prove the formula of force on the moving charge in magnetic field. Right. Now, we know that if the charge will be in motion, then current will be there. Right. So here we assume that current I will be induced due to the charge Q. Right. So here we assume that current will be induced, or we can say let current I induced due to moving charge Q with velocity V. Right. So we know that if charge will be in motion, then current will be there. Right. So here we assume that the velocity of charge is V. So we can say that let the current I induced due to the moving charge Q with velocity V. Right. Now we have to prove the formula of force F is equals to Q into V cross B. Right. So we already discussed about current density in chapter number 3, and we know that J is equals to NEVD. Right. So J is equals to N. Instead of charge E, here charge is Q. And instead of velocity Vd, here velocity V. So we can write that current density J is equals to NQV. Right, because we know the formula J is equals to NEVD. So N as it is, instead of E, here charge is Q, so Q, and instead of Vd, here velocity V. So J is equals to NQV. But we know that J is equals to I by A. So J is equals to I by A. So I by A is equals to NQV. So we can write that I is equals to NAQV. Now we know that if small current element IDL placed in magnetic field, then the force will be dF is equals to IDL cross B. So here, if we want to write the small current element IDL, so here we have to multiply both sides by DL. So multiplying by DL, we get IDL is equals to NAQV DL, like this. Right. So here we multiply both sides by DL. Right. Now we know that if small current element is placed in magnetic field, then dF is equals to IDL cross B. We know that if the small current element IDL is placed in magnetic field, then dF is equals to IDL cross B. Right. Now dF is equals to IDL. Value of IDL is NAQV dl cross b. Now here dl is a vector quantity, but this dl is a small current element, so instead of dl here we denoted vector by vector v. राइट આવું આપણે કેમ કરી શકીએ? બીકોઝ જે કરંટ એલિમેન્ટ છે કેવો છે? સ્મોલ. તો સ્મોલ કરંટ એલિમેન્ટ છે એટલે તમે dl ને વેક્ટર ના લખો તો ચાલે, બટ વેલોસિટી વેક્ટર ક્વોન્ટિટી તો આપણે v ને ઉપર શું કરીશું? વેક્ટર. સો df is equals to naq dl into v cross b, like this. Now we have to find out the force on charge q. This is the total force, right? Now we have to find out the force on charge q. So we have to divide this total force by number density, right? So we know that the number density will be small n is equals to capital N by v. So capital N is equals to small n into v. So small n into volume, that is area into length, right? So here number density is equals to small n a dl. So force on charge q is equals to F is equals to df upon na dl. Why? Because we have to find out force on charge q. This is the total force, so we have to divide this force df by number density, right? So the force on charge q is equals to F. So F is equals to value of df, that is naq dl, naq dl into v cross b upon na dl. So here na dl cancel, so na dl cancel like this. Here a and dl cancel, so F is equals to q into v cross b. So this is the force on charge q in magnetic field. Vector F is equals to q into v cross b. Once again, here we have to prove the force on charge q in magnetic field. Now we know that here the charge will be moving. So if charge will be moving, so current will be there. So we know that let the current I induced due to moving charge q with velocity v. So current density J is equals to NEVD. So from the formula of current density, J is equals to NQV. But we know that J is equals to I by A. So I by A is equals to NQV. So I is equals to NAQV. Now we know that if the small current element IDL is placed in magnetic field, then DF is equals to IDL cross B. So we know the formula of force with small current element IDL. So here current will be there. We have to write the current element IDL. So here we multiply by DL both sides. So IDL is equals to NAQV into DL. So we know that if the small current element is placed in magnetic field, then DF is equals to IDL cross B. So DF is equals to value of IDL NAQBDL cross B. But here DL is the small current element, so here we do the vector B. So NAQDL into B cross B. Now we have to find out the force on charge Q. So to find out force on charge Q, we have to divide DF by number density. So number density is the NADL, right? So force on charge Q, F is equals to DF upon NADL. So we know the value of DF, that is NAQDL into V cross B. right? So and ADL cancel, so we get vector F is equals to Q into V cross B. Now we know that there is a vector product between V and B. So we know that A cross B is equals to AB sin theta. So here we can write that vector F is equals to QVB sin theta into n cap, right? So there are some features of this formula, right? First feature is the force F is equals to Q into V cross B. So the force will be depend on charge Q, velocity V and magnetic field B. So first feature is force will be depend on charge Q, velocity V and magnetic field B. Second feature is if charge is positive, then F vector F is equals to Q into V cross B. And if the charge is negative, then the formula will be like this: F is equals to Q B cross V, because charge will be negative. So instead of V cross B, we have to write B cross V. So if the charge is negative, then the force F is equals to Q into B cross V. So this is the second feature. Third feature. Here theta is the angle between V and B. So if angle will be 0, or we can say if the direction of V and B are same, then theta 0. And we know that sin 0, 0, so force will be 0. Then if the direction of V and B are opposite, then theta is equals to 180. So F is equals to minus QVB, because sin pi, the value of sin pi will be 0, right? So QVB into sin 180, but sin 180 is 0, so F is equals to 0. So if the direction of V and B are same, so theta will be 0. Then if the direction of V and B are opposite, then theta will be pi and sin pi will be 0, so force will be 0. And if velocity is 0, then again force will be 0. But if the angle between V and B is 270, then force will be negative, right? Because sin 270, or we can say sin 3 pi by 2 is minus 1, right? So these are the different features of the for this formula F is equals to Q into V cross B. Again friends, what are the features of this formula F is equals to Q into V cross B? So first point will be like this: the force is depend on charge Q, velocity V and magnetic field B. Second, if the charge is positive, then F is equals to Q into V cross B. But if charge is negative, then vector F is equals to Q into B cross V. Third one, if the direction of V and B are same, then force will be 0, right? Because sin 0, 0. If the direction of V and B are opposite, then sin pi, value of sin pi 0, so force will be 0, right? Now if the velocity of charge is 0, or we can say this V will be 0, then again force will be 0, right? So these are the different features of this formula. Okay, so this is the facts about the force on moving charge in magnetic field. So you have to remember the formula. The first formula is, if small current element IDL is placed in magnetic field B, then DF is equals to IDL cross B. And the charge Q is in magnetic field B, so the force on charge Q in magnetic field F is equals to Q into V cross B, right? So you have to remember this formula. Okay friends, thank you.